Welcome to 5-Minute Bedtime Stories, brought to you by TaleBot, your child's AI storyteller. Want to create a bedtime story for your child? Visit talebotai.com/create. Now, let's sit back and enjoy the story.
Cleo and the Two Birds on Her Head, an adventurous tale of best friends. A special bedtime story for Cleo. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house nestled in a green meadow, there lived a sweet little girl named Cleo. Cleo was a curious and imaginative 2-year-old who loved going on adventures with her best friend, a cuddly stuffed bunny named Mimi. Every night before bedtime, Cleo's parents would read her a special storybook. But tonight, something magical was about to happen. As Cleo cuddled up in her soft, fluffy blanket, her parents brought out a brand new book called There Is a Bird on Your Head. Cleo's eyes sparkled with excitement as her parents began to read her the story. The book was about a funny elephant named Gerald and a cheerful pig named Piggy who were best friends. Gerald was a careful and thoughtful elephant, while Piggy was full of joy and always wore a big smile. In the story, Gerald discovered that having one bird on your head could be quite a surprise, but having two birds on your head was even more of an adventure. Cleo giggled as she imagined what it would be like to have birds on her head. She wondered if they would sing her a lullaby before she fell asleep. As the story unfolded, Cleo's imagination began to soar. She imagined herself as Gerald, with two colorful birds playfully perched on her head. Cleo and her feathered friends flew high in the sky, exploring enchanted forests and meeting friendly animals along the way. They danced with butterflies, hopped with bunnies, and even swam with friendly fish in a sparkling pond. But just when Cleo and her bird friends thought their adventure couldn't get any better, they encountered a problem. A mischievous squirrel stole one of the birds' favorite treats, a shiny, golden acorn. Cleo knew she had to help her feathery friends retrieve their beloved acorn. With Mimi by her side, Cleo set off on a daring quest to find the squirrel and retrieve the acorn. They searched high and low, through thickets and meadows, following clues and tracks left by the squirrel. Along the way, Cleo's bravery shone through, and she showed kindness to every creature she encountered. Finally, after a suspenseful chase, Cleo and Mimi cornered the squirrel and convinced him to return the acorn. The squirrel realized his mistake and apologized, promising to be more careful in the future. With the acorn safely back in the bird's possession, Cleo and her newfound animal friends celebrated with a joyful dance party under the moonlit sky. As the adventure came to an end, Cleo and Mimi returned home, feeling fulfilled and content. Cleo's parents gently tucked her into bed, and she closed her eyes, still filled with the magic of the story. She dreamed of flying through the clouds, surrounded by her bird friends, and knew that she would always cherish the memories of this extraordinary adventure. In the morning, Cleo woke up with a warm feeling in her heart. She knew that even though the birds were just characters from a storybook, the bonds of friendship, bravery, and kindness were real. Cleo hugged Mimi tightly, grateful for their own special friendship. From that day forward, Cleo and Mimi went on many more bedtime adventures, finding joy and love in the pages of their storybooks. And as Cleo grew older, she carried the lessons she learned from her favorite stories in her heart, spreading kindness and love wherever she went. And so, dear Cleo, may your dreams be filled with endless adventures, courageous friends, and the magic of stories. Sleep tight, little one, and may your imagination always soar high like the birds in the sky. Good night, Cleo.
Thank you for joining us on this enchanting journey. If you enjoyed tonight's story, remember, the magic doesn't have to end here. Craft your own adventure with TaleBot by visiting talebotai.com/create. And as a special treat, use the coupon code TALE99 at checkout to get your bedtime story for just 99 cents, instead of the usual $2.99. Sweet dreams, and until our next tale.